All right, let's see if this one works. I just redid it. Let me go on the chat. That one worked. Cool. I don't know what happened. All right, there we go. Now the link's in the other chat. Okay. All right. Now it's working. I don't know why it didn't work before. I couldn't see any chat. All right. Hobby Motor, Klaus is here. Yo. We are in the middle of Snopocalypse.
Yeah, I saw that. Wow.
Yeah, it's coming down. Hold on. Here's Hank back. It's working now, Hank.
All right.
Hey, I don't know what it was. Something happened. I don't know. What's up, Steven? Yeah, it's back. It's working. Oh, no. Where's Jay?
Jay in out. Jay go. There's Jay.
No camera, Jay. Uh-oh. He's having fun.
We call him Yo-Yo Jay. In out.
I'm telling you. Wait. 4th time's a charm, Jay. Let's try it again.
Nope.
Jay, what the hell are you doing? I don't know.
So, Kenny, most importantly, did you get everything done today that you set out to do?
I called the kid up. I said, I'm going to get it done for you sometime today. And when the snow stops, I'll drive it over. No big deal. I mean, he's not going to do it until it stops anyway, so there's no sense in me breaking my stones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll get it done. And now that I got the basement cleaned up where I could work inside, I'm good. You know, working inside yesterday was nice. I mean, the second thrower, I worked outside. It was 8 degrees. That was fun, especially when I spilled gas all over myself. But there's Jay. Hold on, there he is. Wait a minute. He's sideways though.
Oh, why am I in portrait?
Turn your phone or turn whatever. There you go.
Yeah, it's something with Restream. Hang on a sec.
Nope. Where are you off to?
I don't know what the hell's up with this thing. Video settings.
What are you up to? Getting coffee for the missus or what? Uh-oh. He's going somewhere. It's funny. It's coming down so heavy, but they're very, very fine flakes, you know?
Yeah. Can you hear us, Jay?
Nope. Kyle's been by twice here already. I haven't been by my mom's yet.
Huh.
We got about 4 inches so far. About 4. You know, we're supposed to go 1.5 feet. We'll see. I think Arch, if he's listening, they're supposed to get a lot of sleet down his way in Long Island. He's right on the border of rain, snow, sleet. Yeah. So it's going to be messy where he is. Yeah. Hopefully, if it's cold, it was literally like 4 degrees this morning. Now it was minus 13 when I got up. Now it's minus 11.
C,
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So hopefully, if it stays like this, powder, it's going to be great to blow.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take my Echo backpack, I'll blow the cars off. You know, it'd be nice. So, Jay, we can see that you're trying to talk and stuff, but we can't see or hear you.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Hang on a sec.
No worries.
Well, I got that little 135 fixed.
Husky. Yeah. What's up with that?
Well, I got it with a message that it was very hard to start.
Uh-huh.
And that was the only thing not wrong with it.
The chain, everything's good?
It starts fine. It ran like crap, and it was puking oil all over.
Yeah, but let me ask you, based on now that we know Erica very well and all that, would you make a pressure vac test a standard thing that you would do or no?
On this one?
Yeah.
No, not on this one. It depends on what it comes in with. I mean, anything related to issues with idling, issues with losing power on the top end, I would consider it. And again, I mean, if you get an older machine that's been sitting for a while, regular gas used, I would most definitely do it.
Yeah.
Because regular gas will eat those.
Well, let me ask you though. Did you check? If it was me, if that came into my shop, you say it's running good, I would confirm how many turns out each screw was, because I'll get a saw in that says it's running fine, yet it's out 5 turns, so you know he's compensating for a vacuum leak.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a saw where it's 5 turns out, you will notice.
Yeah. Sometimes they seem to run fine, and
well, I have a piece of wood outside. I go cut stuff just to see if it's got power. So if it's 5 turns out because of an issue, it will show when I test it. But with this one here, with the explanation, it came in. I started it up. It started. You put the choke on. You prime it. 2 yanks, and it coughed. Take off the choke, and it started right up. But it ran like crap. It was running rich. It was running. It wouldn't, throttle all the way up. All I basically did was I checked the filters. I checked the plug. I readjusted the carburetor. For some reason, Husqvarna has decided not to tell the max RPM on the no load. They tell you max RPM for max output of the engine, but that's not enough on a 2-stroke. And that's about 9,000 RPM, and this one runs much faster than 9,000. It runs 12.5, and it's supposed to. So yeah, I adjust the low first, put the idle up, and adjust the low. Put the idle back down, adjust the high, go test cut. This thing, the chain is a little dull, but the engine's got tons of power. For that little bar that's on it. So no, it's and the thing is, this thing was serviced at a dealership.
Wow.
Late summer, and the guy hasn't been using it since the plug was almost brand new. The guy hasn't been using it because he says I can't start it.
What was in the tank though? What's he using for fuel?
Aspen.
Oh.
Aspen or Husqvarna's own alkylate fuel. And OEM plug in it, and everything is. I mean, it's done by a dealer, but they never adjusted the saw. They just gave it back to him. I do think that the startup issues is an operator issue, because he has a big Husqvarna with auto tune, brand new. That thing will start any which way as you yank it, it starts. Yeah. And he's been treating this one the same way, and it's not. This is the cheapest saw you can get from Husqvarna, and it acts like a regular saw.
My daughter last night was trying to start her Toro 518R, which is a 5 horsepower, 18 wide, single paddle, 4-stroke, small engine, like a 99 cc. She didn't have the strength to do it hard enough. So when her husband came home from work, he started it like first pull, but she's got, I don't know, it's tendonitis or something where she doesn't really have the grip strength, and she couldn't pull hard enough.
Weird.
And it doesn't have electric start; it's only recoil.
Those little engines on the Toros, they are. It's like a mini GX engine.
Yeah.
They're so easy to start. There's very little resistance.
That's why I said to her, it seemed like it. I was going to go over there, but then she said when her husband came home, it started right up. So I said, hey, all that means is he's doing
it. Yeah.
Where are you going, Jay?
I'm actually on my way back from selling that snowblower that you saw yesterday in the live stream. I was pretty good, actually. $120 profit, like that. Really easy. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, hopefully this week I'll be able to get rid of my stock.
Yep,
so
there you go.
We'll see.
Yeah.
How's the roads?
Not bad.
No.
Are there a lot of plows out in my area, it looks like.
Oh, Jay froze.
Well, it's cold out there.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there he is.
You're back, Jay.
For some reason, my Wi-Fi keeps turning on. So.
Yeah, every time you pass a business, it has good signal.
Yep.
So, Hank, you're going to get yourself a new chair now?
Did you see that one that Kenny put out there?
And that's how, $5,000.
That's
it'll
next.
do everything except bring you dinner.
Yeah. And it probably comes with a refrigerator as an option, maybe a microwave.
Kind of cool though.
I'd
My
have
buddy
to get
bought
two
one
of them.
at one of these discount furniture places. But what's cool about it, you got USB and all that stuff, but heated and cooled cup holders.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But the thing is, you have to have a special, like an uninsulated stainless cup, or else it doesn't work. Because an insulated cup, how's it going to work? It's not going to work.
Yeah.
But
You're gonna buy a
they sell,
chair.
like, stainless mugs.
You're gonna buy a chair, and you need a separate fuse box for it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
here, Will is up
It does
way north. He's up in
every-
Norwich.
It does
Oh, he's way
everything
up.
but wipe you when you go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Anywho,
I was just watching before you guys came. Kenny put up the link. Have you guys seen that little Ford diesel tractor that Terrell is working on?
yeah.
That is sweet. That is
That's
a
not
sweet.
little. That's a good sized tractor for what it is.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's a small real tractor.
Yeah. No, diesels are great. I'd love to get like a Kubota or something. Even the what is it, Kia Sierra or some of the what's that one from Korea? What's that other one? The red one.
Isiki?
The Mahut.
Yeah, Mahadra or Mahindra.
Yeah.
Mahindra.
Yeah.
My buddy, there's a dealer local here, Bethel Power. They sell the Mahindra. They look just like Kubotas, and they're half the price.
There's a reason for that. Trust me.
Yeah. No,
If you want to go, if you want super quality, and I would actually go out on a limb and say maybe even better than Kubota, Isiki. It's Japanese.
I've
It's
seen those.
Japanese.
But Asiki here is more skid steers. You see a lot more of their skid steers.
No, regular tractor, 4-wheel drive,
Really?
2-wheel drive. Oh yeah, hydraulic pumps, PTOs, power steering, heated cabins.
Yeah.
They're
I don't have
expensive.
enough land really to support it, but I'd still
No.
love to have one. Condon's got a beautiful Kubota. Real
Yeah.
nice.
No, I mean
Yeah.
Kubotas. There's nothing wrong with Kubotas. Don't get me wrong. It's just the Isikis and the Isikis engines, the little 3-cylinder diesels. They're made so they run 500, 600, 700 RPM slower than a comparable Kubota, but with more torque.
Yeah.
They run and they use very little diesel. They're super
when
nice
my-
little tractors.
When my buddy came over to clear out my whole backyard, he was doing it for like 2 days straight. He used
Yeah.
like 2 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
Or fuel, I mean diesel.
Diesel, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. I was supposed to have one of the Isikis in for a review in the shop here this fall, but it didn't pan out. They were back ordered, so they had to sell everything they had, including the one I was supposed to review. So we'll try again this spring. I told them, no, back off now. I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
I don't want it now because there's no grass to cut and nothing.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are super. They look like a real big tractor. It's just shrunk.
Yeah, but you know what that means? That means that's a lot harder to work on because everything's tight,
Well,
Everything's
you-
compressed into a tight spot.
Well, you'd think so, but no, because if you look at say the hydraulic block, that's shrunk too.
Well, I had an Ingersoll. I'll tell you, they couldn't put any more in. Just that
No.
little space.
When I get one, Hank, I'll make sure you get to see it. It first time I saw it, it was like, wow. You know how much space there typically is on a tractor between the bulkhead and the engine? Same space, because everything is just small. It's like everything is just. So-
That'd be interesting to see.
They are. I mean, and the engine, that little engine, running with so low RPM and still delivering the torque, unbelievable. I mean, you can put, what do you call that thing that mows grass, but it's not regular blades. It's like
Bush cutter.
it's got a horizontal axle with little stubby metal things on that just rotates.
Yeah, Yeah, that's to reprocess like lawn.
Yeah, well, like a reseeder. Clausen makes
Yeah.
those. They're like they're dethatchers, but they have the
Yeah,
tines.
but they don't. They just cut grass. They don't go in the ground. They just cut grass.
Oh, see, these you can set the depth to go in like a
Yeah,
quarter
but
inch,
these
so you can
these
plant grass
these don't.
with
They
it.
just have these little metal.
Flailing cutters.
There you go.
Yeah, like a
It's a
flail?
flail mower. Flail mower.
Oh, flail
Yeah.
mower. Okay, yeah, flail mower.
And
Yeah.
those usually take up a lot of power. This little 35 brake horsepower Kubota engine will run a 2-meter wide frail cutter without any issues. PTO driven. PTO.
Around here, there was a company called Mott, M-O-T-T, and they made Briggs-driven Mott tow-behind flail mowers. Very popular.
Yeah,
But
a
it's
lot of the highway departments, they use chain to cut.
Yeah.
Wow, I've never heard of that.
I love when you see the videos of the automatic chains on the big trucks
Yeah.
where they flare out and the wheels just going over. It's pretty cool.
It is pretty
You know,
cool.
I learned something new.
It's just a rotating
Yeah.
chain. That's all it is.
I learned something new from Terrell today. Was that the dimension of the
Hold on, Hank. Let me put your volume up. You're a little low. Hold on. Right now.
the dimension of the tires front and back have to be certain percentage
Yep.
of the
Yep.
rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because it's 4-wheel driven.
Yeah.
You can get
See that house Mitsubishi engine?
no. I see he used the newer ones. It's their own engine.
I don't know if I know that brand, to be honest.
Go look it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brucey says John Deere will come back. I doubt it. Used to like John Deere.
I mean, don't get me wrong. John Deere makes good stuff. That's not the problem.
Not for residentials.
Well, if you don't buy the cheapest model they have, it's pretty good stuff, Hank. It's just that their parts and your ability
They
to
don't even
repair
know how
them.
to paint anything. It all flakes off.
Yeah, that's right.
They're just cheapening out on everything.
Yeah.
It's about to get loud here, so I'll see you guys later on.
See you, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, Jay. He didn't start with greetings and salutations.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but it's those. I mean, of course, you got to have something to use them for because they're expensive. Those mini tractors, they're super expensive.
Yeah.
But you got.
Hey, Will, I have another 2-stroke lawn boy with self-propel bag and everything. Needs to be worked. I mean, it needs a coil. I have the coil. If you want it, give me $20. It's yours. Let me know. It
What's he
runs. It just, I believe it needs seals, which I have, and it needs a coil, which I have.
What's
For
he
20,
looking for?
$25, whatever. Take you right down this spring, pick it up. So,
What's he looking for, Ken?
sorry.
What's he looking for?
No. He likes the old lawn boy stuff like that. I had given him one last year, but this one here, it's nice. I actually used it for a while, but then it needed seals. I could tell it needed seals, so I bought the seals. I have them, and then it needed a coil. The guy gave it to me because it needed a coil. It would shut off after 5 minutes. But no, I mean, it was if you shut it off, couldn't restart it until you let it cool. You know what I mean? So I just kept it running. I didn't care. It worked great because I had a couple of hills and stuff, but I just don't have the space anymore, to be honest. I just don't have the space. Hey, there's Tyler. Did everybody catch his cream cheese and tomato omelet?
Oh, yeah. That's a hot sauce, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a tamale or hot. Yeah, hot tomato.
Morning, Tyler.
Something looked good. But those Honda, my neighbor has one up the street. He wanted me to put new. It was leaking. They leak out the bearing seals where the tracks are. I don't know if you've ever seen that, Tyler. they're prone to leakage out those seals where the bearings go for the tracks. So I bought the bearings, $40 a piece. He ended up having someone else fix it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I spent like $80 and they're sitting in my toolbox.
Oh.
So anyway.
Rule number one: Rule
No.
number one: you don't buy parts until a machine is in your shop.
I know. Well, it was my fault too. I probably could have gone there that day and picked it up. But this thing, it wouldn't move because the oil was all out of it. I didn't want to move it, and it's heavy. So I didn't have a. I have to buy a cart, like a Rubbermaid cart or something. With the table, the low cart that you could just put it on that go around. I got to buy one of those. Like carts that you see where people like at the post office put packages on. A very low cart, fixed low cart. I got to get one of those.
Maybe
I couldn't bring it home.
What about a pendle lift?
Yeah, but how would you get my pendle lift weighs 600 pounds or 300 pounds, whatever. It's heavy.
Okay.
I would have to bring it up to the street. He's up and to the left of me, so it's a little bit of a drive. And our road isn't really that flat. So anyway. I should advertise them half price, just get rid of them. OEM, it's OEM Honda. So
yep. That's another price tag.
Yeah, Honda part. Well, no, I go to Plano Honda in Texas. They're very, very reasonable with Honda parts. Very reasonable.
I mean, for their consumables, their belts and their blades, yeah, that's fine. Until you get that Honda part that you can't get anywhere else. Bring money.
Oh yeah.
Well, $160 for that stupid handle switch.
Wow.
Yep.
Crazy.
And would it have 4 little contacts and plastic handle?
Yeah.
Nobody else. I wonder if everyone's either out shoveling or they're still sleeping Sunday morning.
Brucey came on for a second.
He just commented, but he didn't come up.
Yeah.
I think is he the same time zone? No, I think he's one behind now in Mexico. Usually he's 2 hours behind us. I think he's only 1 hour behind now.
He's probably getting dressed for a big taco night or something.
Yeah.
Well, what did he say? It was like 85 degrees. It was pretty warm down there.
Nice. I could do with that.
I don't know. I'd rather have cold than hot, to be honest.
Nah.
And if
Nothing.
Archie isn't going to show up because his cameras are all set up for video.
Well, to me, it's easier to keep warm than it is to keep cool.
Yeah. No, I can. I tried both. I'll take the heat.
So, what are you actually going to do with that chainsaw? Give it back and say $50. Thank you.
Yeah. No, I spent the time on it. I mean, I checked the filters. I emptied out the fuel to make sure everything was good.
But he said he couldn't start it. That was the issue.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Older gentleman, maybe pulling.
No.
Hey, look who's here.
Does it run now? There he is.
Yeah. It runs great, Hank. Hey, Arch.
Arch has his kilt on today.
Yeah, I got it's cold still in here. I got the heat cranking in here.
Yeah. Hey, I meant to ask you, I know you were talking about it yesterday. How's your daughter and future son-in-law making out?
They're doing really good. They're headed towards sunny skies and a little bit better temps. They're going to breeze through New Mexico. I forget what they said. They just wrote it down, and I'm busy trying to get started with my day. But they're chasing the event of snow and avoiding the event of ice. So
now they're what? They're below it or above
well,
it?
they were off to the side of it. So they were I told them hold up in Tucson.
Yeah.
And ride there for a day or two, or whatever it is. I said, because logically, I can't tell you anything until the storm hits and starts moving across the country.
Yeah,
you have 11 states to go through. Logically, you have to wait until we see what happens, and then we can set a course for greener pastures. But to start. I wanted them to leave earlier, but they didn't. I'm like, well, now that you're behind the storm, stay behind it, and let's
Do
figure
either
out a
of them
path.
need to be back for anything?
Now they don't really have to.
See, that's
Right.
the life. Oh my God.
Yeah, they took so much time off. I don't know how they're going to have jobs when they come back. This is going to be a month. This is a month, right?
But you know, it's funny at my place, Arch, with this new family leave crap.
Mhm.
These guys, engineers, are taking 3 months off.
Well, listen, how old are the engineers?
20s, 30s.
Kenny,
No,
Sir-
really?
Oh, hold on.
Kenny-
Yeah, hold on, Mary. Wait a minute.
and him and Archie too.
Is
Right.
Arch? Wait, Arch, you got something with lettering on it?
What do you mean?
His
I gotta see if
guitar's
you're
on
mirrored.
top.
No,
Yeah,
I look good over here. My guitar's to my left in real
Yeah.
life.
There you go.
There you go.
All right.
That's better.
That's
I
how
don't
about you,
know.
Klaus? You got lettering somewhere?
I'm good. I think.
Is it good? Yep, there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I think I'm okay with my Terrell apparel. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
We can't really see it. You're too low. You're too low, and you're off to the side.
It's the laptop is about 3 feet away.
Right.
I would have to like eat it for it to be a big shot.
Yeah.
you know?
Yesterday you were too low, Kenny. You were off somewhere.
Well, I
Or
can
you-
I can
you kinda-
bend here. I can.
Yeah, pull it a little closer. It looks further away than it probably is.
Yeah,
Now that
that's
looks
about
better.
3 feet away.
Yeah, that looks better.
Yeah, I got my Terrell apparel. There you go.
Tarot apparel. I'm just waiting. I'm warming up a little bit. I have to go pull the snow thrower off the tractor and put the plow on because we're going to get, right now we have several inches of snow. It hasn't been snowing for very long, but we're going to get close to a foot of snow and then it's going to rain. So I need to plow. The snow thrower won't move that.
Yep.
So I'm kind of shot right now. I'm pretty achy. That was a long day yesterday trying to hook that thing up to see if it would work.
Hey, what?
And
I listened to it, but what was the crux of it? You hooked up. What did you hook up, and what failed? What was it, Arch? What do you think?
These it's an old. I'll start off with it's an old flathead Kohler Magnum 20 horsepower. It
Okay.
blows a bit of smoke. It's got a PTO in the front and a PTO in the rear, and the PTO in the front drives the snow thrower.
This is the
And
Sunstar as well.
This
still?
is the Sunstar, right?
Okay.
So the snow thrower is a Sunstar snow thrower or somebody that made it for them, right?
Yeah.
So it drives it. It drives it. I hooked it all up. There was a lot of things that I had to deal with. Some of it is the belt alignment is not correct. So the PTO is mounted to the frame. The engine is mounted to the frame through engine mounts, which are rubber pads. They're shot. And somehow or other, both my engine and Big Mike's engine is leaning in the front. So when it leans in the front, it throws the belts forward. So the rear belt will cross pulley and throw off the front belt.
Yeah.
So I realigned the motor, but it's still not aligned right. Something's going on with the motor mounts. I don't know. I'm not taking the motor off to find out.
Yeah.
His motor's already off on the one tractor, and I'm going to take the other motor off on the other tractor. But on mine, I use mine. I can't be doing that.
Yeah.
So that's part of the problem. And so the pulleys are not aligned well, and they were smoking. Why would they be smoking? Well, something is not right in the alignment, and it could be that the snow thrower itself, I don't know the condition of the bearings. I've had it for quite a number of years. It sat for 3 years. I went over it on my channel about 3 years ago, and then it sat outside. And
This is
the
a
motor-
single stage paddle job, right? That
single
it's
stage,
been
big
really
ass paddle.
fast.
Yeah, you got to get it to spin fast. So if I lower it down, the engine will stall. The engine's blowing a lot of smoke. The pulleys are burning up the belts. The motor's not happy with this. It's blowing more smoke than it would normally. I'm like, no. So much of this is not right, and I don't want to be out there with 1,500 pounds worth of shit in my driveway somewhere stuck.
Yeah, it sounds to me like something's holding back the snowblower from really,
Yeah,
running smoothly.
bearings. Yeah, something.
And that's why the belts are smoking because it's not keeping up with the engine speed.
Yep. And I don't want to test it in this storm The reality is, look, I have a very nice, that green Craftsman 30-inch, 10, 11 horsepower Takumi. I don't need, I that's my go-to. Then I have the 826 out front if I really need it. It's something broke. What I need is the plow back, because we get this wintry mix. It's going to rain later at some point, or tomorrow, or in the middle of the night, and it will turn to slush. And the snowblowers, they can't pick that up because I'm out on the water. I'm out on the Atlantic, and even though the moisture is there and what's coming down from Canada is very cold, at some point it doesn't matter anymore. I'm still out on the Atlantic. And this is why Mick, over in the UK, why they're so warm, because they get that, that northern Atlantic push from down south, and it warms that whole region. Well, we get a micro version of that. And most of our snow turns to crap. You can't move it with a snowblower. If I get out there in another couple of hours and I snowblow, I'll get rid of most of it. Then later on, when I get the plow on, either tonight or tomorrow sometime, I'll remove it with the plow the rest of the way.
Now, do you have hydraulic angling as well as up and down?
No, I don't. You see, if you notice that I pulled off some of the slave cylinders, the steering cylinder for our tractors is basically the same thing as the angler. Yeah.
Yeah, but can't you just tee into it?
You can. In fact, all of the control valves that are used on the Sunstars get piggyback. So if you have a bucket, which we have one out back, you can actually, if you have another cylinder, you tie it in. You just need the offset handle, and you have the two handles. If you want to run the angler, it's the same setup, but the cylinder's in a different spot. So I'm thinking ahead. I'm like, because it's hard to find this stuff,
My buddy took his Arch. He took the cylinder, as John Deere, like a 318, whatever the hell it was, had that cylinder on the left bottom for the steering. He tied in. He didn't have, something happened with his front outlets, didn't have them. So he didn't have the angle, but he wanted the angle. He devised a way to plumb it into the steering cylinder with needle valves to time it. So as he's turning, the plow is following it, like the headlights on a Tucker years ago. Following it. It was the coolest thing. He'd take a turn, the plow would automatically angle.
But cool. That's good. But there are areas where I want the thing turned, and I want it that way, and I want it that way, and I want to go that way or that way. So I want articulation. I don't want timing, and that's a lot of work what he did. That's nice. But again, it's application. Yep, it's application. Everything is application.
His driveway, though, is like a big sweep.
So nice. Yeah, so he just wants to. Yeah. A lot of us do that. My driveway's not. My front of my house is not big enough for that, because all the houses here are biased towards the front, and then the yards and all that is big. So, but in my old neighborhood, a lot of people would make the circular driveways. Those are great. Yeah, that's suburban living at its finest. Just pull right in this way.
Especially you put your mailbox on the top of the horseshoe. The mailman comes in, gives you your mail, exits, and you don't even have to walk 4 feet.
Yep. Yeah, nice black top or concrete or whatever you want. Put a little bush out front in there somewhere. Some nice planting, bluestone.
If we didn't have the damn salt, I'd love to redo mine in concrete.
Yeah.
My father had his in concrete, and for years it was fine. But then when they started using this crazy mixture, it just destroyed it.
Yeah, well, after this, we're out of salt for the year. They told us, or we're done.
I tell you, I saw, where is it in New York? Something island where they keep all the salt.
Yeah.
In New York,
I know what you're talking about.
It looked like a damn oil tanker. Thing was huge.
Yeah, but it's a big state. Yeah. As you guys know, and so is Connecticut. And it's very populated in certain areas, and then the rest of it's not.
Yeah, most of our towns are out.
Yeah. So, but the mayor mandated basically everybody off the streets, so park on your lawn, which I tell everybody to do anyway.
6 a.m. this morning.
Yeah.
And it's the first time in all these years I've only seen, when I went out to breakfast this morning, I got home around 7. There was only 3 cars at the very top of my hill. The guy's got like 10 cars. Everyone else on my street in their driveways. You never see that on my street.
Yeah.
Because they're giving out $75 tickets.
They're towing here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Not only will you get a ticket, but they will take it.
Wow.
We have a yard right over there where you could put it. and they'll drag it right over there. They'll give you a fine, and
then you
yeah,
gotta
they
pay
don't fool
$250
around.
to get it out of impound.
Well, I'm in a village, so we pay a lot of money for our trustees and our mayor and the tax, because it's an extra tax bill on top of the already high tax bill.
Yeah.
So show me.
You're not an HOA,
No.
are you?
No. Oh, you think I'd be doing what I do?
Well, no, because I was going to say, I see those nightmare videos about the HOA Karens. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Oh, forget it. Over the top. It's not just the Karens, it's the Kevins, too.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, I'm just taking a quick break. Let everything warm up. Let my shoes dry off a little bit. Let my feet warm up.
I was thinking about you, Arch. The past few weeks, I've been watching those stupid sovereign citizen videos.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
They're a lot of fun to watch, but they don't understand the point of it all. They just don't understand it. We're involved in commerce.
I'm traveling.
No, good luck. Yeah. Well, this is what I was telling you. Our friend there, Mr. Maynard, he's facing 10 years in prison.
Really?
Yeah. I warned him. I said, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not offering legal advice, but I will tell you what I know, and I will caution you from personal experience. It's not going to end the way you think. You're going down the wrong road. You're standing in the house of God, their God, and what they do there, it's their place, and you don't understand their rules. You're uttering these things you saw on YouTube, and you think you know what you're talking about, and you're standing in their house with their rules, and you have no idea what's going on.
But all the drivers' windows that get broken out. It's like, really?
So listen, all these people, they're all going to wind up in jail, right? They're not going to understand. And even if they get off, it's still expensive. You got to get a. And he didn't want a lawyer, this guy. So I said, oh, geez. He didn't want to buy a lawyer. I'm like, dude, you need to retain a lawyer. I'm going to have them give me one. Oh, really? Well, they did. They came. They arrested him. They charged him. They gave him, read him his Miranda rights. And then he doesn't like his lawyer. So they assigned him a lawyer. Well, what the hell did you think they were going to do?
Yeah.
You not understand the process? No, he didn't understand it. And he doesn't like his lawyer. Well, they assigned you a lawyer. That's what you asked for. You asked them to arrest you and give you a lawyer. When you cited your rights, that's what they had to do now.
Yeah. There was one guy on there. He went through 6 lawyers. They all quit. They would all go in front of the judge. I'm done. I can't deal with this guy. I was like, oh my God, And these are public, what do they
defenders?
Call them? Yeah. Public defenders.
Yeah, but there's only so much they can do, and when you have an idiot client,
Well, especially a no-win situation. Come on.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Listen,
You can't.
I got into some scofflaw stuff when I was younger. I realized the gravity. I went with cash in hand. They arrested the guy in front of me. I went to pay my respects, is what I did. And I respected the judge and the process. I stood up for myself, and I'm here to take responsibility. And it was so refreshing to the judge. It was hundreds of dollars. Right? It's like $40.
Well, when I went,
he thanked me.
I was doing 85 and a 35 for my 55 Chevy. I was like 19. And the guy was ready to throw the book at me, whatever. My uncle, who was a special cop, they call it, like traffic duty, that kind of shit. He ended up taking out the prosecutor for a date.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I got off pretty easy. But anyway, the courthouse here, cash only.
Yeah.
So when it's 5 of 5, back then the banks closed at 3.
Yep.
What the hell are you going to get $500-$600? No. You're going into Slammer overnight.
That's right.
Seriously, there was no. It's like, wait a minute. That's why as soon as it hit 2:45, everyone's like, Your Honor, because they knew they didn't have enough money.
Yeah.
And you couldn't take a check, no credit cards, none of that stuff. Everyone, as soon as it hit 2:45, you saw the people like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. We're not really taught any of this stuff.
Yeah.
And so we wind up going afoul.
How many customers do you get, Arch? Oh, you take Venmo?
Yeah.
You take PayPal? They ask me for PayPal. I go, pay me, pal.
Yeah. Well, sometimes to certain people I will make allowances for digital transfer.
But I've never done it ever, though. Because one time I tried to do something, I think it was Venmo, and something screwed up. And it just took me like 2 weeks to get the money. It was weird.
Yeah. Well, PayPal, when I sold my Nova, I took a large cash, sum up front, but the balance of it was on PayPal.
Yeah.
And the woman was of the guy that I sold it to. She was not happy. He was a sergeant. He was a sergeant in the city.
Oh, so she didn't want to finish the transaction?
She didn't want to finish it. So she stopped it.
Ooh.
And oh boy, hit the roof.
Yeah, what do you do in a case like that?
Not much.
Yeah.
You do everything you can. Yes, it took me a while.
Okay.
I don't really give up. I just fight slowly. He was embarrassed. He was not happy.
Yeah.
She was here, but she was not happy with him and what he did behind her back. He's very alpha guy, right? So listen.
Are we talking a lot of money, Arch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me at the time, with everything that was happening in my life, any amount of money was a lot of money.
Oh yeah, sure.
That
was a nice Nova. That was the one with what, the Pontiac engine?
Yeah. Oh, that was such a cool car, though.
Yeah.
I did a transaction with PayPal first time where a guy from Texas was going to pay me. But you know what? PayPal takes a percentage.
Yep.
You got to do friends and family.
Well, I didn't know all that. It was my
Right.
They take a percentage, and then when you want your money, it's hard to get your money out of PayPal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they want it like store credit. It's like, no, I want cash.
Yeah. But there are uses for all of this stuff. There are certain transactions that, you can use. Like PayPal has a credit card, and like all credit cards, there's a certain amount of satisfaction guarantee on it.
Are they still owned by eBay?
I don't know who owns them anymore.
They used to be, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So some of this stuff can be useful, but cash is still king. People need to realize that, if they ever come out with programmable digital currency, we're all in trouble.
Oh my God.
That's been a big fight now for a couple of years because people are realizing.
Ever since that crypto crap and all that. Yeah.
All of that stuff can be problematic, but the programmable digital currency is what China uses. So it's based upon your social credit score, and it's social credit score. So if you speak out against the government, which we like to do here, and they suddenly decide that no, we don't like your politics, and the transfer doesn't go through, or you ate too much meat, or your carbon footprint is too high, or whatever their excuse is, that's all fine, but don't steal my money. And
that's why my grandmother had cash in paper bags.
Yeah. Well, all of the people we grew up around when we were younger, they all came through a period in time when banks took your money. They took your silver in the 70s and your gold. They took your gold, and they did it in the Depression. They took all your gold. Yeah. So we forget that this happens.
I hope that was a Tic Tac.
No, it's a little cookie piece. I'm just noshing. I just want to get warm enough so I can go back in the garage and work some more.
I got one more thrower I got to fix later on today, and but I did two yesterday. Oh my God! I was on a rampage to get them done so I could get to the stream, and one of them, Arch, I swear to Christ, I was trying to see if there was some shitty fuel after I got it all said and done. Put the carburetor on. It was an MTD 326 with that. What is it? What was that movie? With the thing that drilled out your head.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, the 3x snow thrower that Cub Cadet sells with that stupid thing in the front.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, Gary's in the house. Hold on.
You screw.
But anyway, Gary, I'll be there in a second. I go to take off the drain, that 45-degree drain, 10 millimeter on the bottom of the carburetor. I take it out, dink, it falls on the ground. I'm like,
oh no.
And fuel's like pouring out. So I'm like the girl with the dike. I got my thumb on it, right?
Now what?
I'm looking around, and I got a magnet stick, but it's 7 inches away. I can't reach it.
Oh, no.
And I'm like, fish it. I said, you know what? F it. I just let it go on my driveway. Fuck it. So I push it forward. I can't find it.
Oh, no.
I can't find it. So I put a bucket underneath. It doesn't fit. The handlebars are in the way. So I run for a funnel. I finally get a funnel. There's already a gallon of fuel on my driveway. So now it's dripping into the thing. After it's all said and done, I push it out of the way. I get my magnet stick, the roller. I can't find it. Where the hell did it go? It's somewhere. No, it's
to
somewhere
oblivion.
On the chassis, somewhere on the frame, next to the motor. It's somewhere. Or it's magnetic and it's just sitting on the side of the bowl. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I run inside to the old carburetor that I replaced, and I stole it off of that.
Yep.
But I was like, son of a, and then my hand, it's 4 degrees out, Arch.
I know,
I'm
and that just strips any heat away from your hand.
But now
Yep.
my hands are totally red and numb. I put it under cold water. I still can't feel them. You know?
Right.
Then I smell like a gas station.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got both of them done. I got paid. All I got left is a paddle job. And I don't know if you heard the story yesterday where the kid's grandfather gave him a paddle job, Toro 2450. Doesn't have the pull cord snapped off. You got to take the engine out almost to get the cord because you got to do the shroud crap. Anyway, Eliminator Performance. Jake's got a good video on that. But anyway, I found one local next to my mom's house. Kid that I grew up with had one with the cord and everything. Nicer condition, newer model, $75. He said, just need the carb clean. So I bought it because it would have cost me to charge him probably $75 to take it all apart and put the rope in. So I said, this way, the chute has those
detents
around it where it goes click, 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 click.
Yeah, the detents. Yeah.
The detents were all worn out. He had a piece of he had a piece of rope on it holding it in position.
Oh no, get rid of it.
So I said to him, I said, look, for the same money, I'm going to give you a newer unit. It's going to be beautiful. So he's all excited. But then again, this morning I come home and I was all tempted. It was supposed to start snowing at 9. So I said, let me go to Duchess at 6. Oh, then Duchess. I go to Duchess, the door's locked. The cook's in there. No one else showed up. So I'm banging on the door. She can't hear me. All right?
Yeah.
So finally another girl shows up. She lets me in. All right. And the lady, the cook, real nice lady, she goes, oh, we don't have any cash register. I said, well, can you make my breakfast? I'll pay later. Okay.
Yeah.
So she made my breakfast. I paid
Nice.
later.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a guy outside. He was there since 10 of 6. They're supposed to open at 6. He was there. He already paid digitally. So he can't take it back. So he's screwed. He's got to wait until finally a girl shows up who opened up the register and did the drive-through. But he's like, dude, I paid digital. I can't leave.
Yeah. Well, this is what I was trying to explain to my daughter. Like, you don't want to go anywhere where it's everything is happening too fresh right away because you're going to get that. And they've already broken down several times, right? So you're not going to find a mechanic. You're not going to find a parts store open on time. You're not going to get where you're going to get towed to. You know, you're standing out there in the freezing cold in snow and whatever. You want to avoid all of that. You have to give things time because you're traversing across the United States. You have to give things time. You don't want to be involved in any of that. That's not going to be any fun.
1 second, Klaus. You want to answer, Michael?
Hold on. I got a mini split in the shop. In the house, we got district heating.
Yeah, explain that. I know a lot of people don't know what district heating is here in the States.
Okay. Small towns, there's pipes in the ground, hot water. And that all gets heated at a central facility where they got a big oil burner. And then they pump the hot water around to the houses. So hot water comes in. I take some of the heat out of it for my radiators and my hot water, and it goes back out. And I pay per kilojoule. Very.
What's a kilojoule to kilowatt? What's the? Because I know when I used to do a lot of ultrasonic welding, it was always the power was always in kilojoules.
Yeah, I mean, you can there's a conversion, but the nice thing is that the installation here is relatively maintenance free. I have all my radiators in the house that's district heating water that runs in them. The hot water for showers and faucets and stuff, there's a heat exchanger, and there's nothing mechanical in it. Water comes in and it starts drawing as soon as you open a hot water faucet. And very little maintenance. We've been living here for 20 years, and we put a new heat exchanger in when we moved in, and we just had it replaced. So it lasted years. And it's inexpensive. I mean, complete installation and everything was, I don't know, $1,400.
Wow.
For 20 years. So yeah. And it's cheap.
I asked AI, there is no direct factor. You have to do it with a time factor.
Yeah.
Like kilowatt.
I mean, it's also a little more complicated than that, because the way they calculate the price is that there's a little electronic box that sits where the water comes in. It comes in at a certain temperature. It registers that. I take some of the heat out of that water, and when it's returned, it measures the temperature again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You get charged by heat loss?
Yes.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
you're using heat, so it's measuring the heat
Yeah,
you use.
Yeah.
No,
And
what
then
do,
you also pay. There's also a charge for the amount of cubic meters that runs through the house.
Yeah.
So if I have a radiator that is it's too small, which means I'll let hot water in, and it'll basically be hot water coming out because it's trying to heat something it isn't rated for. I'm paying just for it to run through, even though it basically can't heat the room I want to heat.
So there's a default charge volume-wise?
Yes, there's
Has
a
to be,
default
yeah.
charge per cubic meter, per cubic inch, whatever you want to feet, that goes through the system, plus the reduction in temperature from incoming to outcoming.
Yeah.
And if you cool it down too much, there's a penalty.
Really? How
Yeah.
can you cool it down too much?
Bigger
Well,
house
Yeah, bigger house or
Well, undersized equipment?
or
yeah,
an older house that's
something,
not
a
well
bigger house,
insulated.
But when you join the district heating, they come out,
Yeah.
they measure your house,
Oh, okay.
the volume of your rooms, the
Yeah,
amount of
yeah.
radiators, and they come up with this factor that says you can only cool the water this much. And the
Yeah.
little box keeps that in check. And under normal circumstances, unless you want, 85 degrees in all rooms, it's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a big flow meter that you could monitor?
I have a small flow meter. It's electronic.
Okay.
I can go down and look at it. I never do because
Yeah.
it just
And
doesn't.
is that accurate enough where you can estimate your bill?
That's what they basically calculate how much heat I use per year. They can drive by in a car.
Yeah, just
And
like
we
we
can
do with our water.
automatic-
Yeah.
Yeah, same
Yeah.
thing.
But what about the heat thing? Is that an adjunct part of your bill? The heat loss?
No, but what they know the house.
Oh,
They
okay.
know what a normal year will look like.
Yeah.
So they divide that up in 4 payments per quarter. So I pay a lump sum every quarter, and then at the end of the year, they say, okay, he paid this much, he used that much. Sometimes I get a little back, sometimes I pay a little more, but it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. Yesterday
Kenny.
I was down to a quarter tank
Kenny,
of oil.
Kenny.
Good. Eh?
Did you leave Gary in the basement?
Oh shit! I'm sorry, Gary. Where the hell is it?
Yeah, the people here that live more in suburban or rural areas don't understand that. But as soon as you go into like New York City or something, everything is steam.
Sorry, Gary.
Everything is
It's just me. It's my dog.
everything is a steam supply, right? They supply steam to everything. You see it coming out of the manhole covers and stuff. They pipe steam in and they use a heat transfer similar to that.
I mean,
Is that the
every
new one,
year, they're always looking for breaks in the system. They'll have drones flying around with infrared cameras to
Oh,
try
nice.
and track any leaks. Because,
No, we just have manhole covers that blow up into the air, right, and shoot up.
but the thing is, if you got a leak somewhere, there's a fixed amount of people who needs to pay for that. So the sooner
Yeah.
they plug a hole, the cheaper it gets for everyone. So everybody's pretty focused on any leaks or any, like now, it's freezing right now. If you got a big area in the road where it's defrosted, there's a leak.
There's a
Yeah.
leak somewhere. Yeah, exactly.
So people,
Hey,
people
Gary, is that a
tend
new
to-
purchase?
No, this is my Thunderbird.
Ooh.
They don't make the model anymore. This it's an Epiphone, but they don't make the model in Sunburst anymore. So I grabbed it before they went and just got discontinued. My Beetle base is in the closet.
I like the green one.
Oh, in the back, yeah. That's a Fairlane. No, you don't see those anymore.
No new Rickenbackers?
I have the Rickenbacker, but they don't exactly grow on trees these days.
Black and white.
Yeah, it is. But I changed the pickguard to a red, dark red pearl. I kept all the original parts for the purist out there.
So are you done with snow machines for now, or what?
Done for now. I returned the last one yesterday. burnt up the belt, but I couldn't get the belt for it, so it probably would be good for the storm today, but it's not going to come in until February 2nd.
Yeah.
So the parts are getting a little hard to get right now over here. But I think we got about like almost 4 inches, almost 5 inches, somewhere around there.
We got
And it's
about
supposed to
5
pick
right
up. Yeah, it's starting to pick up. But yeah, no, I think we had, I want to say about a half a dozen calls the other day.
I got at least 10 or 12 yesterday, yeah.
Yeah, I got about a half a dozen, and most of them, were like, "Hey, I waited. I shouldn't have waited. I need to get. It's not running. Can you help me?" And I'm like, "Sorry."
Yeah. Well, I tell them I can help you after the storm. They're like, "What good is that?" I go, "What good is you calling me a day before a storm?"
I actually had to, on one of them, I had to say to them, like, "Listen, this is like a day or so before the storm's supposed to start. Your emergency doesn't constitute my priority. Where were you earlier in the season?" But everyone, they're all reactionary. Those are the kind of customers you don't want anyway. But I felt bad. My friend, she lives in Shelton. She calls me up. I'm on my way back delivering that last snowblower, and she's like, and it's got to be like a 35-year-old machine. It's a small one. It's only like 24 or something like that.
You need me to work on it?
She's right. She's right there.
I'm a lot closer.
Yeah, she sent me the picture. It's leaking fuel from the bottom of the carb, but she stored it dry, but then it started leaking like crazy. I said it's probably the float is stuck. It's got the thumb adjustable carburetor main jet on the bottom. That's how old it is. I said it's probably the seals. The seals have probably dried out and failed. Probably need to be replaced. Yeah. But I just can't get to it. She's like, "So should I junk it?" I says, "Well, you can fix it, but it's not going to be ready for this storm." She's like, "Yeah, no, I know." She waited till the last minute.
Because like I said, it's only 3 miles away. So.
Yeah, no, I'll send her a message if if she wants to do it. Like I said, it's I felt bad because she was ready to make the trip all the way up here to Watertown, and I said by the time I was putting everything away at this point, all the cars are off to the side, and I actually had to move my car because I have the cab over my snowblower because we're up on the hill, as you know where I am, and we're going to start getting those side winds coming off the side over the hill here. It's coming down right now, yeah. But when it starts to pick up, I think it's like 1 or 2 o'clock. It's really going to kick into high gear, and that's not going to be fun. But I have the cab over it, and I had to pull my car up far enough so I can actually fit it behind my car. But this morning, so BJ's in Waterbury, their teeth are falling out of their head, literally. We put in for a pickup for an order, and it was supposed to be ready at between 5 and 6 last night. They only had one person picking the orders. Everyone else called out. Yeah. And we're like, well, what the hell? We've been waiting around. We wanted to pick it up, and shame on us. We shouldn't have put a big order in before the big storm. But so I got a text message at 5:52 this morning that they're picking the order, and right at 9:02 they said, "Hey, your order's ready." And Sue was like, "Run, go down there now before it goes and starts to get worse." So she has a Subaru, so no problem at all. I get over there, pick everything up, but the roads are getting bad. Even at like 9:45, almost 10 o'clock, it was starting to get pretty treacherous.
They plowed my street twice already.
Yeah, what plow? There's no plow around here. Plows have not been here at all. All the roads are completely covered.
Last time the plow came,
guys, I gotta run. You enjoy the stream.
See ya.
Yeah, I gotta go too. I gotta go work. I'll see you guys later.
Take it easy.
I gotta go do what I gotta do. Get that plow on. Now you're making me nuts here with all the snow and everything. All right, fellas.
Take care.
Yeah.
The last
time I got
was around. I gave them a few bucks for breakfast, so maybe they remember.
Oh, that was nice of them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got the 30-inch errands ready to go. I have the 48-inch plow on the John Deere right now, but something this large is not going to work for this type of storm. But
being cold and powdery, that's the best snow.
That's the best. I was so tempted the other day to go and No, not the leaf blower. I have my 42-inch single stage snowblower for my John Deere. I was thinking of just swapping them out because this is a perfect storm for that. It's 160 pounds. You don't have to worry about it ever riding up above the ice or anything at the end of the driveway. And because it's a single stage with the flapper mod so that the clearances are taken up, this can shoot the snow, especially this kind of dry, fluffy snow, 40, 50 feet in the air. And it's pretty impressive, but it's blowing everywhere. So maybe not the best idea, but I haven't used it in the last couple of years because this is the first big storm that we've had. And well, they're saying in the last 10 years. I mean, maybe, I guess they're right. I mean, it's been a while. Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It couldn't have happened a nicer day. You got the playoffs tonight, the football playoffs, and it's Sunday. It's like, everybody's for it. Everything is closed tomorrow. They're going to have the whole day to clean up, so it's going to be all right.
Yeah, my day job in upstate New York, they're not getting as much, but they're still getting a foot of snow at least. It's the lake effect snow over in like Utica, New York area there. So it's yeah. I mean, we're just sitting pretty.
Genesee Cream Ale. I remember all that stuff.
What's that?
Remember, I used to collect beer cans. And I remember Utica. You had Utica beer. You had Genesee Cream Ale. All the different beers from upstate New York.
Huh. I got a couple antique beer cans. My best friend, his father collected them, and now he collects them. And I have a couple of them from Canada too. When I was up there a couple years back, but yeah, there's a lot of rich history up there. It's not fun to drive up there. Let me tell you, it's like 5 hours away.
I-90, it's beautiful.
Yeah, straight up. Yeah, it's a nice scenic drive, but it's far. I mean, the main office for my job is 4.5 hours away if you don't run into any major traffic.
Yeah, I used to go to East Syracuse twice a week, 5 hours from my house, door to door, at the New Venture Gear plant off of Carrier Drive, because that's where Carrier was headquartered.
Yeah,
and it's called Carrier Drive. It's a big complex, but New Process Gear, New Venture Gear, they got bought out, but all the transfer cases in the world, they make them all.
Nice.
Did a bunch of machines for them, and they wanted someone up there like 2 days a week to help them out. So I got elected, but I'd leave my house at 5 a.m, get there at 10, work on machines till 2, have lunch, work on machines till 5, and then get home at 10 at night. And then I have to be at work at 7 the next morning, and I didn't get paid for overtime. I was salaried.
Sounds like a young man's game.
But the drive was beautiful, though. I mean, it's such a nice drive.
Oh yeah, I was a road warrior for a couple jobs ago, where the main headquarters was down in New Jersey somewhere. I forget the name of the city, but it was like 2.5 hours away. So I'd be down there at least a couple days a week, and then other times I'd be working from home. And then I would be visiting clients in Rhode Island and Massachusetts, 2 exits away from Gillette Stadium. We have one of our larger clients over there.
Yeah.
Foxborough, yeah, just right outside Foxborough. They weren't in
Jersey,
Foxborough.
like you said, I used to go down Jersey all the time just to get down there and back. It was $30 in tolls.
Yeah, no, I would take the goat trail. I forget the. I would take 84 all the way, and then I go off the beaten path. Go around, and it took a little bit longer.
Pennsylvania border, Philly, all that.
Yeah. Then because I had another client out in Lancaster, literally right outside. Lancaster is beautiful. It's
and all the trains.
Yeah, it is absolutely beautiful out there.
Pennsylvania Railroad Museum. I used to take the kids out there.
Yep. I remember even going to the Essex steam train when I was a kid. Yeah. Oh yeah. No, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I remember when they had that Thomas the Tank. They dressed it up as Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yeah, some good memories. You're talking about my childhood too. I mean, there's some very good memories there. But yeah, no, I was a road warrior for quite a few years. You get tired of that really quickly.
Yeah. When you're younger, it's not bad. You stop a decent place to eat. If you're getting paid like that, like when I was younger, and they'd send me all over the place. It was nice, but then when the kids came and everything, it was like,
I just was sick and tired of driving all the time, and I don't have kids.
Well, if they're paying you to do it, it's not bad. But when I was doing it 10, 12 hours a day of driving without getting paid for it, it's like,
yeah. But yeah, so I had a couple calls that someone was messaging me about a generator. I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's local in Connecticut or not, but he was having problems with the control board, not getting any power. Worked on another generator for board, sent it out. He's over in Pennsylvania now. I don't know if he's even watching. If Craig, if you're watching, hello. But he got that machine going. Now his neighbor's machine it's one of those AP American Power ones. It's a cheap one. I don't know. It's a 3,500 watt, but I can't find the schematic for it. I said you could probably just get the parts. They still make the parts for it, but I'm not
let
really.
Me ask you, I got John here. I know James is not just you, but you're the guy. Predator suitcase. What do you think of them?
Not bad.
The inverters for the price. I mean,
they're clean power. I mean, they're essentially
half the price of a used EU. You know.
Well, everyone wants the Hondas.
Yeah.
But I have the EF2000IS Yamaha, and that is, in my opinion, better built than the Honda. Not as quiet, but
I was going to say Honda for the noise. Yeah.
The Honda has the timing belt, and it has the single knob where it's the run, choke, ignition,
fuel and everything, right?
Fuel and everything in there. And that part is all built into one. The Yamaha has a separate petcock, has a separate ignition switch, and it does not have a timing belt, but but the camshaft and the crankshaft are geared.
But I thought Yamaha were a little pricey.
Yeah, a little bit, probably about as comparable as you would for a Honda, but essentially the build quality is the same. I like the Yamaha better than the Hondas, but I see the Hondas more often.
Yeah.
But the Predator ones, I've had very good luck. In fact, the local pizza guy here, Martino's Pizza over in Oakville, I had just had to fix his generator. He's got a DeWalt, but he was thinking of one of those Predator inverter generators too. And I said, for the month,
the 10,000 kilowatt is only like what, $29.99 or something? It's crazy.
No, the 7,600 watt running inverter generator, the one that you see on the food trucks all the time with a 9,600 watt surge, those are on sale right now. But of course, you can't find them because probably everyone bought them. Normally, they're like $2,300. I saw a coupon on Harbor Freight the other day. You get it for $1,600.
Wow, you can't. That's like a suitcase price.
Yeah, but this thing is massive. It's like a 250 pound machine. But
I wonder how loud it is. What is it? A 390 engine?
I believe it is a 390. Or even it could be a 420. I don't know off the top of my head, but no, they're super quiet. I've seen thousands of hours put on them, and guys are just they're doing the maintenance on it. I've seen the upper valve train explode over so many hours, but they could still get parts for it. So you just got to order them from California.
It's just a Honda, right? Just a Honda clone?
It's a Honda clone, right? But you can't replace they did increase the cost of the inverter unit. The inverter unit used to cost about $450. Now it's more like $600, but maybe they've made some improvements to it because there were some overheating issues and some bad capacitor problems that I heard on the groups there. But so far, I mean, everyone seems to swear by them because it's about half the cost of a Honda of equal wattage.
All those have the CO detectors now?
Yeah, and
isn't that a pain in the ass, though, those things?
Well, because there was a bad batch of CO sensors that I'm aware of, and what a lot of guys will do, they'll just take a piece of duct tape and put it over the sniffer so they can't. So it basically makes it blind. You really shouldn't be doing that, but it's a pain just the same, especially if you have
didn't it kill the ignition and it wouldn't start?
Right,
or
and the way
cut out after 5 seconds or something.
Right, and like those. It was too overly sensitive, and if you get a draft, especially if you have it on an RV or have it on a food truck, you get a whiff of the carbon monoxide. It goes past it. It goes above a certain parts per million, and then it will kill the ignition.
Wasn't that an issue with your buddies, the Furman ones?
Yes, and some of when they put the CO detector sensors on the smaller inverter ones, you can't bypass them because it's actually expecting a square wave pulse signal to the inverter, and if you try to bypass it or disconnect it, then it'll actually shut the inverter down and you won't get any power out. On the bigger machines, yes, there's a straight shot going to the kill wire on the ignition coil, so you just snip it. What are you going to do? They're more of a pain than anything, and those CO sensors only are supposed to have a service life of about 7 years, and then after that, the element inside's no good. But most guys will just bypass them, and even though legally you can't, but you got to do what you got to do. You can't have it nuisance tripping when you're trying to run your business with it or keep your house warm.
Yeah, I was thinking of buying a suitcase just for my old fridge and my boiler. That's it.
Yeah, no, I mean, and I have that suitcase, would just do just that. It would just keep the refrigerators going and the furnace going. But that I have a Kipper 3000 watt, which is essentially a Champion that they went out of business, I think 2016. They were based in Salt Lake City, but all the parts can be crossed over to Champion if you do enough research. And that one I rebuilt, and now I would probably use that for just some of the smaller stuff or use the battery bank. But I'm not going to lose power. See, I'm too well prepared for that kind of stuff. It'll never happen. People on the other side of town will probably lose power once the wind gusts start because they have all the utilities up on the wires. Ours are all underground here.
If we don't get rain and sleet, though, there shouldn't really be a lot of ice on the wire.
We're further, at least I am anyway. I think I'm further enough north where that's not going to happen, but people at the shoreline probably are going to deal with that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I know Arch is getting sleet, snow, all that stuff in Long Island.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I wouldn't want to be over there right now. Yeah. It's bad. I mean, anything south of us right now, the ice and the accretion levels are going to be very dangerous.
We had a vendor was supposed to fly out of Dallas-Fort Worth Airport today to come service one of my pieces of equipment next week. They said they were getting an inch of ice. They said they shut everything down.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. Way too dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not the kind of weather you want to be driving in. I was just driving in it this morning, and it wasn't even that terrible. I
talked to these guys. We have a division there in Grapevine, Texas, and I talked to them.
Yep.
This summer. It's 110 degrees. Now they're getting an ice storm. It's like, what?
Yeah, they're not outfitted for it. The infrastructure is not good there. My friends at PV, they live in and around Mississippi. They're kind of bypassing this whole storm because it's winter NAMM, the North American Music trade show there. So a lot of them have flown out to California where it's at. But over in Mississippi, I mean, they're having a very devastating ice storm right now.
Yeah. So Will's going outside for the first round. I'm waiting until it's over. I don't give a crap. I'm not going to do
I'll probably go a little later, but it's...
Yeah, I might go later. Yeah.
I got a big machine, so if I do it all in one shot, then so be it. I mean, if there's a little bit of a coating, that's easy.
27. I got like a 21-inch tall basket, so...
Yeah. Yeah. No, it shouldn't have a problem with that. I'm more concerned about the dogs because they need to be snowblow a path so they can go pee and poop outside.
Yeah. What do you do? Make a circle in the backyard?
Yeah, just make a little path there, but they never take the path, right? Because the dogs want to play and they'll jump.
Yeah, they don't love just flopping in it or what?
Oh, yes, they do. Both of them do. But then they're both black dogs, so they can see. Yeah. You can see them against the snow, but you make a path for them.
Path to pee in or what?
Yeah, but they never do it.
Yeah, I thought they don't they have a special bush in the corner or something that they like to go in?
Yeah, they always have a specific corner. That's how dogs are. But I could fully expect that there's going to be more people calling during the storm. Like we have a local Facebook group, Watertown Talks, that I was posting over there, and I said, just this storm is going to be, quite sizable. It's the dry, fluffy stuff, but make sure you have extra shear pins because when you get to the end of the driveways, and you're going to wind up hitting that heavy stuff that gets all clumped together.
Well, that's the newspaper.
Yeah.
Right. How many people do that? I've gotten called for Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. Yeah. But the other issue too, since it's so cold, like when I went to BJ's this morning to pick up our food order, but what was crazy is that I went inside for like 10 minutes to pick up the cart, bring it outside so I can load up the car. Within 10 minutes, my windshield was completely iced over because it's only 8 degrees out Fahrenheit. And it was
right now it is.
What is it? Hold on. I don't have
15.
Oh, all right. So it's 15.
You're
according to my according to the GSD yard, my weather station, it's 3.9 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Well, you're up on the hill. Yeah.
I'm up on the hill, so I am. Yeah, and oof, this is no wind. It was only like the 2 or 3 miles of wind, but it's going to start soon.
I've got wind now, Gary. I'm looking out my window. It's about 45 degree coming down.
Yeah,
I got 7 degrees here.
Yep.
Yeah. Starting to get windy.
It's starting to get windy. I mean, I had a little. It's a little 4 mile an hour gusts just now, but it's going to start to pick up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not fun. But hey, you got to be prepared. But I fully expect calls are going to be coming in for like broken shear pins, burnt up belts. If you're going to go out more than once, before you put your snowblower away, run the auger for a few minutes, let it clear out the snow. Use a broom, use the snow tool. I can't tell you how many times I see on the groups of people using their hands to go and try to clean out the freaking auger area. I'm like, do you want to keep your arm in hand?
I tell you,
That's
the
what
hospital people, that stupid shovel they give you, they'd rather go in there with their hands and go like this.
That's what they gave that they gave you that tool. That's what's included. If you don't use it,
I've seen it chop the tool right in half.
Oh no, it will. And what do you think it's going to do to your arm?
Yeah, guaranteed. There's going to be people.
Guaranteed, there's going to be some of those. But use a broom, use a tool, clear it out.
Handle, to be honest, but I do the paddle trick with the rubber, so I don't have to usually worry about it.
Yeah, so I just clean around the auger and make sure it stays freed up, because this stuff will literally refreeze on you, and then when it locks it up and you burn up your belt, you're going to be screwed.
I literally have a rosebud torch on a 20-gallon propane tank.
I got to get myself one of those. I know what you're talking about.
I do my sidewalks after I'm done shoveling. I do a quick rosebud and dry it. Yeah, it works great.
I got to get myself.
The worst ones with the impeller, there's about 3/4 to an inch space.
Oh, the MTDs. Yeah, there's an inch airspace on the side.
The MTDs are awful. They have very inefficient, because if you think about it, the impeller is basic and the auger is a pump, and the tighter that the tolerances are, the better that it's going to throw. If you have, 3/4 of an inch or an inch of clearance.
But then they have an inch in the back of it, to the back of the housing, and that ices up as well. So I just put the rubber in there and it acts like a squeegee. Right.
No, that's good. I fully expect that there's going to be, and I know what was trying to think of another call. Like we had a guy, he called, he said that he has a rock driveway. So right now where you see where this is going, it's had a snowblower's had a hard life. It's locked up. What can I do? I said, I can get if I spin it backwards, I can get it get it unstuck. But then I turn it the other way, it gets stuck. As exactly what you said. The rock is behind the impeller. So I digress. I mean, you got to have the right tool for the job, but I mean, there's a lot of guys that running a snowblower. If you they replace the shoes, not with the regular shoe. They actually put like little tires or even ball bearings so that the bucket rides up higher.
If your driveway's like this,
it doesn't matter. It's if it's uneven, it's gonna grab a rock. And then if you got one of those really cheap MTDs, or what is it, the Husqvarnas that have the plastic shoe and the plastic side piece, once that the little 3/4 inch stone grenades it and cracks it, then you're going to be swearing it up and down. I mean, it's such garbage machines.
Put in a round with 2 bearings on it, with a pipe with 2 bearings on it, so it travels just
on the pipe
height. It can't dig in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
Instead of wheels,
Yeah.
I get it. It's just there's a lot of ingenuity. I'll say, making a snowblower work better for a gravel driveway. And I know it's really expensive to get your driveway paved. And some of these rock driveways are very, very long. But it is what it is.
My mother's got a perfectly flat driveway. It's only about 4 or 5 years old, and I love even shoveling it. Mine, you shovel, you're hitting. Oh my!
Well, ours is getting to that point too, because it's actually sinking and into the road, and it's bunching up at the road. Yeah, we got we had it sealed, I think like 2 years ago or a year ago, and the guy did a great job, but it's only kicking the can down the road maybe another 3 to 5 years, and probably going to need to have the purple pavers or diesel come in and redo it for us, but that's hopefully down the road.
I got to do mine, but I have to put up new walls, on the sides of mine.
Yep.
And the hardscape, so that comes first. I don't want them to put driveway down and screw it all up when they do the hardscape, But,
and then also put in the relief cuts too, because we live in
you,
New England.
My mother and father, when they built their house in Trumbull in '64, had a concrete driveway, because back then you didn't have all the salt and everything like you do now, and that concrete, it lasted a good 10 years before the car would come off the salty road, park on it, and then it would just deteriorate the crap out of it.
Yeah, well, that's how like a lot of the infrastructure is down in the south.
Yeah, it's really nice.
You have concretes.
Yeah. What's going on, David? But all right, I'm gonna hit it. It's an hour 20 we've been on. I gotta go fix that one thrower. I got one more left, a 2-cycle, and we'll get that going and enjoy the snow. Be safe, everybody. We'll catch you next